Hi everyone, just wanted to pop on quickly and talk about Love Island, which has now, as you know, come to an end. They had the live show yesterday, and so now we're going to see whether the couples are going to last. But today I just wanted to quickly talk with you about how can you tell whether he's someone special. So if you've been watching Love Island, as I had every single episode with these beautiful singletons from different walks of life coming together and together for over about 2 years. Love. So the couple I really want to focus on today is Jack and Danny, who obviously won, and it was pretty obvious that they were gonna win. You know, looking at them, they were just such an absolutely gorgeous, lovely couple all the way through. So they were just a real pleasure to watch. There didn't seem to be any drama. Hi Charles, there didn't seem to be a lot of drama with them. So I really want to focus on them and what you can learn for yourself that will say to you that he is someone special. So the first thing that I want to say is that you have to focus on, you have to pay attention to how you two come together. So if we look at Jack and Danny, for example, they came together very naturally. Nothing was forced. When they were together, he was very attentive towards her. She was very attentive towards him. Hi Charles. It was if they were a kind of in sync together. It was kind of, as soon as they came together, they actually looked and felt like they were a couple. And so it was very, very relaxed, always between them. And that's one thing that I want you to look for. Say, for example, you're doing online dating, or maybe you're dating someone right now. Is it, do you feel like you kind of jar on each other? Do you feel kind of out of sync with each other? Because that's something to look for. You know, when you're connecting with someone for the first time, and when you're looking for love, then you have to know that you're actually in sync together. So when you look at Jack and Danny, for example, it flowed very naturally. Anytime my clients come and talk to me and they say that they've met someone, one thing that they always say when I know that this relationship has got some legs is that they say it's really easy being with him. Now that's a really big clue. If you're you're connecting with someone right now, you're dating, or even if you're in a relationship and it's just tense and frustrations and arguments all the time, clearly that's not a good sign. And I want you to kind of reflect on, like, what is your idea of love? Because if you've got an idea of love that's based on drama or high intense emotions, you're going to keep on bringing that to the relationships, and you're going to connect with guys who bring that to the relationships. And so when you look at, hi Lay, hi, how are you doing? When you look at Danny and Jack from Love Island, like I said, there was a natural flow together. If you watched most of the other couples, there was always someone who seemed to be more needy and more insecure, and the other person was probably distant. Hey Lane, nice to see you here. Was distant. That's never ever a good sign. So when two people come together, it's as if both of you just connect and you're syncing, and it's a natural flow. So if you're dating someone right now, or you're thinking of dating, then that's something to look for, especially if you're doing online dating. So people think that online dating is an absolute nightmare. It can be, but when you know how to navigate it, then it's really easy. And there's one thing I tell my clients to look for is, I ask them, is there been a natural flow from the messaging, from getting to the first date? Has it just been easy, or has it been complicated? I can pretty much guarantee if it starts off really complicated, it's not going to get any better. So that's the first thing. Have you two come together in a natural, easy way that flows? The second thing that I want you to ask yourself, especially for women, is that, do you feel safe? Now, that's a term that women will use. It's not a term that men will use at all. So I don't know if, Charles, if you've heard women say to you that they feel safe with you. So it's very important as a woman to feel safe with her partner. And that means she feels physically safe when she's around him. That means she feels emotionally safe, and she feels mentally safe. So the way that he will make you feel safe, for example, is that he's very protective, not obsessive, but I always have to feel safe. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So there'll be something about him that is very protective of you, and you can feel it. He's going to be very attentive. He's probably communicating with you in a way that makes you feel really safe. Because as a woman, if you don't feel safe with a guy, you will never have a happy relationship with him. Even if you have a relationship with him for the long term, you will not feel happy. You'll not feel comfortable, and you won't be able to relax. You'll feel more tense. So the problem, though, that I really want to address is that even if he's demonstrating to you all, that he's committed to you, that he's into you, that he wants to be with you, if you have an internal dialogue where you don't feel safe no matter who you're with, then you can't connect. You can't connect with him. So you have to be really careful, even though I'm saying this to you, that you need to feel safe in your relationships. If you have this running dialogue where you don't feel safe, say for example, you have a running dialogue that there's something wrong with me, or no one's ever going to love me, I'm not lovable. Those types of stories, that even if he's demonstrating to you everything about he's committed and wants to be with you, and you don't feel safe, then that's a problem. So you have to kind of reflect on yourself and know where you're at in your head, know how stable you feel emotionally within yourself. But it's very important for you to feel safe, okay? So the third thing, just a friend. Safety is also applicable to a man too. That's really interesting. I'd love to hear more about that. And so the first thing that I mentioned was that it's relaxed, the way you two come together. It's very easy and it flows nice and easily. The second thing is that you feel safe when you're with him. And so if he's seeing other women, for example, you won't be feeling safe when you're with him. You shouldn't be with him if you're seeing other women. Pay attention. How many of you are doing that right now? So it's important for you to feel safe. And so the third and final thing is that you can be yourself. And if you've watched, I think it was Scottish Laura, when she got together with, I think it was Wes, and then secondly with Frank, one thing she said is that she didn't feel like she could be herself. And when she got together with Paul, the one that she's dating now that Love Island has ended, she actually said, I can be myself. And that's really, really important, that you've got to be able to be yourself. I'm not saying your worst self all the time, but when you're with them, it's kind of, again, you just click, and you can just relax, and you don't feel on tenterhooks. You don't feel that you have to apologize or you have to hide anything. You're just yourself. So I just wanted to jump on for this very quick video for you to just look at those three things. If those three things aren't there for you as a woman can hold a seat of power in terms of accusation. Ooh, tell me more about that in terms of accusation. So if for you as a woman, as a female, if those three things aren't there, your relationship is going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare, and you don't want that. You don't want that kind of feeling from the get-go, and it's really important to pay attention to how you come together with someone. So I know if you're going after men who are not available, if they're already in relationships, or they're seeing other women, or they're saying they're not ready to commit, you will not be feeling those three things. It's not possible. You may feel attraction, absolutely, you may feel attraction, you may feel chemistry, but those other three keys that I just mentioned will not be there. If they are not there, you need to cut this relationship, or the man you're dating, you need to stop it. It will not work. It won't work. So when you looked at Danny and Jack, who I just loved watching them in Love Island, you just saw how it flowed. He made her feel safe all the time. Verbally, he was by her side. He was very intimate with her. If you looked at his eye contact, that wherever she was, he was locked onto her wherever she was, and he literally didn't have eyes for any other women. Yet most of the guys in there did, even the ones that are now in relationships, and we'll see how long they last. Bit cynical there, aren't I, really? But watch Danny and Jack, and let's see what happens to them. But I definitely 100% think that they're in it for the long term, no question. So as a woman, pay attention. It's very important, because emotionally, if you get involved with a guy and those elements are there, you have to pick up the pieces at the end. And that can be a nightmare. That can put you off getting into another relationship. It can make you question even more that there's something wrong with you, or you're never going to find love. So if you're experiencing those three, if you're not experiencing those three things, where you're not relaxed, where you don't feel safe and you can't be yourself, bad sign. Bad sign. Walk away. Have the strength, have the courage, believe that you can meet someone special, that there is your guy out there for you. Walk away from that and go out there and get your Mr. Right. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below, Charles. We're going to be doing more live, so I was going to say click the link below, not click the link below. It's late, I've been out all day. I've actually been to a wedding today of one of my clients, which was just gorgeous, but I'll tell you about that another time. I'll post some pictures and some videos of the wedding today. It was absolutely fabulous. So have a fantastic evening. Leave any comments below about how you feel as a woman, or what you look for as a woman for you to know that he's someone special outside of chemistry. I'm not talking about chemistry here. This is something very, very different. Chemistry can make you connect with guys who are not good for you and is never gonna last. Okay, so thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll see you again. Bye.